is a goal is like a data point for your conscience that allows it to make decisions on what to do and what not to do. Hi guys, Chase E here. I'm right outside the OBGYN. My wife's going in for checkup for baby number 2, and unfortunately because of COVID-19 I'm unable to join her, so I'm kind of just out here waiting for the news. But I wanted to talk today about goals and their relationship with the conscious and the subconscious, and how when you don't have goals, if you don't have goals, your subconscious is going to absolutely destroy your life. And the reason for that is because your subconscious is primarily focused on the here and now, where your conscience is the part of your mind that focuses on the future, the planning and the focus and all that kind of stuff. But what happens is a goal is like a data point for your conscience that allows it to make decisions on what to do and what not to do in relationship to what you want your future to be. So when you don't have goals, your conscience isn't able to make an educated decision on what to do, and so you default to what your subconscious wants to do. So the best way to kind of explain this is if you don't have a health goal, right? You have no health goals whatsoever and you get hungry. There's nothing stopping you from eating a Twinkie or a thing of chocolate cake. However, if you have a goal, like a health goal of, to trim down, lose weight, to be healthy, to feel good, then you'll actually have something that your conscience can make a decision on, almost a filter, where it can now decide whether it should do that or whether it shouldn't do that. So when you have no goal, you just default to what feels good here and now. And when you do have a goal, that actually allows your conscious mind to kind of come forward and make decisions that will benefit you long term. So, like, for example, playing this out, if you don't have any, financial or fiscal goals, then you will default to what feels good here and now, and you will end up spending more money than you're making, not investing, and you'll end up going poor, and it'll destroy your life. Or if you don't have any relationship goals, you'll end up focusing, kind of defaulting to your subconscious, focusing on the present, and just focusing on your own selfishness and what you want out of a relationship, and which will eventually destroy your relationship, right? Because a relationship is, multiple people, primarily two people, working together, changing the me to we. But if you don't have goals, if you don't have aspirations for that, then your conscious mind isn't going to come forward and be able to decide what it should do and what it shouldn't do. The goal really acts as just a point that allows it to decide what it should do and what it shouldn't do. So it's very, very important that you create goals for different areas of your life, because that allows your conscious mind to come forward and decide what it should do and what it shouldn't do. But that's not, unfortunately, it's not that easy, right? It gets a little more complex because, as we're all used to our subconscious kind of running our lives, because we haven't had goals for a very long time, if at all. And the subconscious doesn't like us having goals, because it doesn't want to expend the extra energy that it takes to achieve your goals, and it likes being the primary focus. Excuse me. It likes being the primary focus, right? And so your subconscious will actually fight you on it. It will actually generate resistance, which is why staying consistent with your goals is so difficult. So what you need to do, sorry, I'm all shaky over here. So what you need to do is you need to train your mind to filter, or I'm sorry, not to filter, but to compare the thoughts generated or the ideas generated for your subconscious up against your long-term goals, and then make decisions that benefit you long-term, conscious decisions that require focus. So, for example, let's take it back to, a health example. When you're walking by a table and you see a donut on there, you are going to be met with a desire, right? Your subconscious sees that donut, and based off of your history with eating donuts, it wants to eat that donut because it remembers how good that donut tasted and how it felt and how your brain felt after you had that influx of sugar. And if you don't have a goal, then you're just going to kind of let it go by the wayside. You'll just eat that donut, no problem, right? But what you need to do is you need to intercept that desire before it becomes a decision. You need to feel or see that desire come up, the desire to eat the donut, and then you need to compare that against your long-term health goal. And if it does not align with your long-term health goal, you need to ignore it, you need to put it down, and you need to request a different option from your subconscious that actually does align with your health goal. And so what happens is, over time, you develop this habit and you train this habit to start comparing everything that you're doing up against your long-term goals. And all of a sudden your future is so much brighter because you're optimizing for a better future. So this is really one of the most important goals that you can install in your life, and is really the essence of discipline. So just in general summary of this video, you need goals because goals enable your conscious mind to come forward and make decisions that benefit your future. And the second point is that the second point is really that it's a little bit more than that. Your subconscious doesn't like you having goals, and so it seeks to work against you. So you have to continually work on making decisions with your conscious mind that align with your long-term goals. You need to develop that habit so you can be thinking long-term, so that you can have an amazing future. So hopefully that's helpful. Just kind of little hack here and there. And I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.